Hello, and welcome to this introduction to Sensei PPM Beacon, which is world-class, best practices, project and portfolio management delivered by Sensei on the Microsoft Cloud. Beacon is built on our experience delivering PPM solutions to hundreds of organizations over the past decade and provides the technology, processes, and training needed to be successful. Specifically, Beacon is a fully configured Best Practices PPM solution that is compliant with the Project Management Institute's industry standards and aligned with PPM recommendations from Gartner, supporting both traditional and agile projects. It comes with a world-class reporting platform with role-based reports and dashboards, and a data mart for reporting on related data in your line of business systems. There is self-paced, on-demand e-learning for your project managers and team members, and your application administrator gets trained in our Open Enrollment class. We provide continuous updates and new capabilities to keep your PPM solution current with industry trends and take advantage of improvements from Microsoft. The automated governance and compliance reports monitor data quality and how well your organization is adopting the PPM processes. Embedded process guidance comes in the form of the procedure documents, views in Microsoft Project and Project Web App, and e-learning. And Sensei's integrated customer care provides unlimited problem support to minimize disruption to your organization. Beacon facilitates trustworthy data in your PPM solution so you can focus on variances and exceptions and get the right projects done in a consistent manner. We deliver Beacon in 3 weeks or less, giving you a fully functioning PPM environment that we can then tailor to your specific needs and provide training for your users. This best practices solution provides configuration, reporting, training, and procedure support in all of these key areas that represent the core capabilities of the Microsoft PPM platform. Your deployment may take advantage of all or just some of these areas, or even scale within each. Let's take a quick look at what is inside each building block. Project intake and prioritization is all about managing the incoming demand through a standardized business case that captures the proposal details as well as cost and resource needs. All initiatives are then funneled through a formal governance process and prioritized against the overall portfolio. Organizations that do this well get better strategic alignment and an upfront cost-benefit analysis and resource evaluation. Resource capacity demand management is closely related to the first building block. This is where we establish what your organization's true capacity is and then hold that up against the incoming demand and ongoing changes on projects. Key benefits here are realistic workloads, accurate forecasts, and timely delivery. In budgeting and cost tracking, we capture the allocated funding and compare that to the bottom-up estimate. Then, throughout the project, we track actuals and estimate the cost at completion. That way, any cost variance will be identified early so we have an opportunity to take corrective action. Key benefits are early warning, real-time cost variance, and an accurate forecast. Project planning and collaboration is primarily focused on capturing the true scope of the project through a detailed work breakdown structure, as well as any dependencies, deadlines, constraints, resources, effort estimates, and the approved baseline. But it's also about collaborating on project artifacts. By having the detailed schedule and the project artifacts in a single system, organizations are able to significantly improve communication, manage scope better, and provide a more accurate forecast. Project status and portfolio reporting is where the status from the individual projects roll up to provide executives with an overview of all activity in the portfolio, which allows them to identify variances early and highlight exceptions so that they can take the necessary corrective action. Finally, PMO governance is where an organization establishes the standards for PPM and tracks how well those standards are being followed. This has a direct impact on data quality throughout. Key benefits here are improved compliance, better quality of project delivery, and full visibility into the efficiency of the portfolio. Beacon provides core capabilities within each of these building blocks, and your organization can either take on all of it from day one or grow into it over time, depending on where your maturity level is today. So how does it work? The goal for Beacon is to meet 70 to 90% of your organization's core PPM requirements. We recognize that there will always be some needs that are unique to each organization, so we aim to close that gap with add-ons like training, custom configuration, reporting, process guidance, procedures and documentation, ongoing support, and potentially integration to other systems. During the initial setup, we deploy the best practices PPM configuration as well as the Agile PPM plugin. Your application administrator gets trained in our 4-day open enrollment class, and your project managers get copies of our best practices book. Then, as part of the annual subscription, we provide the following. Under World-Class Reporting, we set up an Azure Data Mart with automated data refresh that hosts the dozens of reports and dashboards that come with Beacon. These reports provide excellent out-of-the-box reporting that cover the most common needs. This is also where you can connect to data from other systems for reporting purposes. In on-demand training, we provide 10 out of every 100 users with Project Manager on-demand e-learning in a learning management system that offers tracking and PDUs. Beacon also comes with unlimited e-learning for all team members in your system that is directly integrated into the Knowledge Center in Project Web App. Evolving Innovations is where we provide updates to the configuration and reports as these are released. We also deploy any new Beacon apps and products. Included with Beacon is 3 Sensei apps: the Portfolio Advisor, which checks for governance and compliance on all projects; the Resource Heat Maps app shows resource availability, engagement, and coverage; and the Bulk Update app is for application administrators to make and publish bulk changes on projects. Integrated Customer Care has the help desk with unlimited problem ticket support for 2 of your administrators through Zendesk. You will also have access to monthly tips and tricks sessions exclusive to our support clients. There are quarterly health checks and an automated daily Excel report refresh service, so your users don't have to wait for reports to load and your administrators don't have to touch the reports every day. We also monitor and maintain the Beacon services continuously. Those are all the items included with the core Beacon subscription. That provides a very good starting point for your PPM initiative. Beacon has a one-time initial setup fee, and then it's an annual subscription that scales based on the number of users in the system. This is in addition to the Project Online subscriptions from Microsoft. Add-ons are scoped separately, and the subscription cost is for the core Beacon solution, which comes as is. Once we have scoped the add-ons, those will be estimated and included in the statement of work separately. There is no such thing as a typical or standard deployment, but a recommended approach looks something like this. After the signed paperwork and technical readiness is in place, we will kick off the project and first deploy Sensei PPM Beacon and load your resource pool. From there, we work with you to configure any customizations, work on process maturity, and then update procedures and other documentation to reflect those changes and tweak the reports accordingly. In addition to the included e-learning and the open enrollment for the application administrator, we also recommend that you put your project managers, resource managers, and report authors through formal in-person training classes. You may also decide to integrate with a line of business system. With Beacon, you get your PPM environment loaded in a matter of weeks rather than months, so you're up and running quickly. It is cost-effective and a fraction of the cost for a traditional blank canvas deployment. With automated reporting, your organization gets instant visibility and insight into the portfolio of projects and resources. Beacon is scalable and supports teams of all sizes and large enterprises. Proven processes are built into Beacon throughout, ensuring that your organization is aligned with industry standards and best practices. With Beacon, you can demonstrate the Microsoft PPM value proposition to senior management and get instant return on investment. If you want to learn more about Sensei PPM Beacon or any other Microsoft PPM solutions, please contact us to get the conversation started.